Well, this is gonna be fun. Hello everybody, this is Motomoto here once again with more vanilla Minecraft survival as always, as usual, as per everywhere. So anyway, in this episode we are going to be... Well, we're down in our little area with the stuff in it right now, and by the area with the stuff in it, I mean the animal farm, which, I haven't really touched this cow farm at all since I don't have a wheat farm yet. I'm kind of doing this in the wrong order, but you know what? Who cares? So anyway, today we are going to be building I need to come up with a name for this, but it's going to be an all-natural chicken farm where the chickens are, like, free-fed and they're not industrialized at all, and it's all, like, they're all happy and stuff, and they even get their own... You'll see. You can trust me. So anyway, let's build over here. I think maybe this should be the sheep. So obviously, what's the first part of building a chicken farm? The bridge. So we're going to be making this, I believe, an even number. Just like this. Maybe an odd number. I don't know. We'll have to see how this works out. So for now, I'm just going to make the most basic wooden thing ever, which obviously... I'm not going to keep it like that. I'm not that bad at this game, man. It's too wide. What am I going for, man? Alright, I think I'll do something akin to this. Akin to this. What I'm planning to... Whoa. Okay, just ignore what just happened. What I'm planning... There we go, to do with this is sort of make it like an actual mock real bridge. Oh, yeah. As I'm doing this, I always forget to talk about the actual stuff that I think that I need to talk about, and then I put it at the end of the episode, and nobody ever listens to it, because who listens to the end of episodes? So anyway, yeah, this is... That looks so bad. This is probably going to be the last episode for a while. But for a while, I mean for probably a week or two. I don't really know. I could surprise you and put something out next week. But the reason for that is I have got finals. I already have had 2 of my finals, which we're not even supposed to have them yet. But, you know, the state I live in is really bad about their testing, and they're stupid about it, and it's dumb, so I've already taken half of my final exams, technically, and I only have 1 left. Well, I only count it as 1. I have science and my AP Human Geography class, and my AP class is, gonna have to be prepared for that, apparently, so I'm gonna have to do a lot for that. I have projects to work on. It's final week or whatever you would call it. I'm really bad at building while I'm talking. I cannot do the 2 at the same time, and I don't know why. But yeah, I'm afraid there's a huge possibility of there not being a video next week because of this. And there's not really much I can do to prevent it other than dropping out of school, and I don't think I'm going to be doing that anytime soon. So anyway... to set things off in another tone, besides that, yes, I am going to be doing much more stuff that I know everybody who watches Minecraft cares about, like, during the summer, actually, I've had a few requests for Terraria. I am waiting for that to come out. Not the game, because I know it's been out for like 5 million years, but I'm waiting for the update 1.3 to come out before I start playing it again. And I do know that a couple of you, or maybe one person over and over, I can't really tell, have wanted me to play it, and yes, I will be definitely playing that once the 1.3 update comes out, because that is going to be amazingly awesome. Second thing, the combat update, which is looking amazing so far. The arrows actually do things now, like, oh my gosh. Dinnerbone put out a sort of encrypted, I suppose you could say, picture that was like all hidden and solving and blah blah blah, and it basically showed him with different types of arrows, and it's like, oh my gosh, man, they're adding the quiver, and they're adding different arrows, and it's like, what's gonna happen next, dude? What is even gonna happen next? I don't even know. Dinnerbone, what would you do without him, man? And there's also, which is probably the 3rd most important one on my channel, at least for me, it's actually really super good. The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth is coming out. I actually got a few people that actually really liked that, apparently, and I was not expecting that at all, so I will do more of that in the summer when the DLC called Afterbirth comes out, so that, number one, I actually am doing something productive while I'm mindlessly playing the game, and also so that maybe if you guys actually like that game, you can watch it. You don't have to. I'm not forcing you to do anything. Maybe I am, but I don't care. Alright, so I finished it, and it looks just a slight bit not exactly on par, but hey, you know what? It's a suspension bridge mixed with, well, that's the suspension bridge part. I know that the suspension bridges aren't normally mixed with that other type of support for a bridge, but I don't really care. So anyway, we are going to make our little chicken coop here. Now, this is going to take place in a very this is going to be taking place in a very undisclosed location, filled with happiness and greatness for the chickens, of course. Put the chickens first. So, and it's right next to a cave. Hey, that's actually good, so I won't have to mine out as much as I thought I was gonna. That's actually perfect. I don't know what this whole area over here is, but it's there. So anyway, we are going to be making a chicken ranch, and I know it's weird to make a ranch underground, but just let me explain, okay? Alright, so in this little thing right here, I've made a little outline of it. The floor is kind of like that, and it's gonna be like that, and it's gonna be awesome. So I'm just going to go ahead and fill in these spaces that I've left for myself as to remember the dimensions of what I'm doing and not forget and make me look dumb and make this look dumb. Alrighty, so now that we have this, we can continue production of this with a lot more ease, considering that I won't have to just guess where to place stuff anymore. So I'm gonna need some half slabs for this to make this look super, like, uber fancy. I'm not exactly sure why I had such a hard time saying the word uber, but you know what? Who cares? I don't care. Alright, so I believe in this natural, awesome, organic chicken farm. We are going to have a little window over here to the outside, just in case anybody wants to ever look out here, you know, and see the beautifulness of the outside. So, here at the now instituted Catterbridge chicken farm, with dogs barking in the background, as it is normally professionally done in these areas, we conduct our construction perfectly, which means this fireplace is far enough away so that it won't actually burn down any of this wood, or at least that's what my construction workers told me. I'm not exactly sure why I'm building this, and they're the ones that told me how to build it, but hey, whatever. You should probably be the ones to do it next time, so I don't accidentally blow up this whole entire place. But I have faith in myself to do this. I think. I hope. So now, to give this place an even more welcoming feeling, we are going to round... Could you call it round? I'm going to call it round, just because that sounds awesome and stuff. Yeah, I'm going to round the ceiling into this comfortable little cube-shaped thing, and then we'll get on with what we're doing with this now smoothed out ceiling in this organic, happy little place for these chickens to play in. Alright, so enough with that. Whoa, where did you even come from? Enough with that stupid act. We are going to actually, I brought some carpet with me, and we're going to make a super awesome, amazing, fancy carpet that nobody's ever made before and is super original. So let's do this. And ta-da! Okay, so most of you know how this is done already, especially considering the lack of something that I had before in my inventory. If you can't tell what this is, figure it out for yourself. So anyway, we have the super fancy, sophisticated, awesome carpet now. And it actually turns out I only have 14 glowstone left, and I did not expect that at all. I've just been taking this glowstone for granted for like, wait a second, glowstone doesn't attach to a fence. That's weird. I could have sworn it did, but hey, whatever. You're not even able to barely see it. So that's supposed to be a chandelier, I believe. I think maybe. Actually, wait. That's not the proper way to do a chandelier. What type of chandelier is that? Doesn't apply to physics at all. We gotta do that. Yeah, okay. So now my plan is to put the chickens in this super nutritious, amazing area over here to keep them nurtured for the rest of their entire very long and healthy lives. This is possibly the weirdest natural grass structure I've ever seen in my life. And huzzah! Now all we need are chickens. As you can see, this pasture is very, very healthy, and it's good and it's great, and the chickens will have a great time during their stay here. We have this little nice view of the nature outside of our window. Of course, it's always daylight in our chicken farm, our, I can't even remember what it's called, our Catterbridge chicken farm. Yes, it's very great, as it should be, you know. Okay, so somebody on my last video called me out on this, and I feel really stupid because of it now. I spent a super long time trying to... Wow, wait a second. Well, I can only have one anyway because I'm dumb and I don't have enough string, so whatever. Alright, so yeah, anyway, I have a spider farm and I have a slime farm. But I didn't even use leads. I spent like 50 million hours trying to get the cows over to my place by using wheat. What? Okay, I'm not sure who else saw that, but whatever. Anyway, I used wheat the whole time, and it took like 50 million years, and I completely forgot leads are in the game. In fact, I have never once used leads ever in this game, ever, except for in like creative testing worlds, and that's it. I always forget they exist, because it just seems... It doesn't seem exactly cheap. It just seems kind of odd to have, like, a rope in a world that has no real sort of physics. I don't know, it just slips past my mind every single time I think about farming, and I don't understand why. Finally! Alright, so... leads, I'm not really an expert with these, as I've already said. But I don't think that anything will be happening. I think if you get too far away or go too fast or something, then the lead pops off, but I don't really know because I suck at leads. But anyway, you might be asking me, why are we making a chicken farm? You know, like, chicken farms aren't that useful, especially since I already have a crap ton of arrows. Basically infinite arrows at this point. And chickens aren't the best source of food in the game now, are they? They give you poison if it's uncooked. They only give you 3 things of health, when all of the other animals except for sheep give you 4 hearts instead, or 4 food meter thingy-majiggers. And these guys only give you 3, so why are we doing this, you might ask? Well, the reason why we are doing this... Okay, I'm gonna experiment with this a little bit. I'm moving fast, because I gotta go fast here. Can I sprint? I think sprinting would be the thing that would probably... Alright, are you serious? You guys are stuck in a one... Alright, I'm gonna sprint and see what happens. guys worked it out. I'm proud of you. Now, I'm giving you a tour of my house, chickens, only because I really love you. And to produce the organic, perfectly natural, not produce... Oh! Whoa! Whoa! Okay, so note to self. Did the chickens die? What happened to the chickens? No, like, seriously, dude, what happened to the chickens? They just, like... Did the chickens just, like, disintegrate? What just happened to the chickens? Oh, this is a disaster. Are they back here? Alright, where'd the other chicken go? There you are. Okay. Now all I've got to do is do that whole thing again. This is going to be the problem part. I have no idea why I thought that this was going to work. But I need to drop all the way down here. With the leads still active. So okay, I'm going to drop you guys first. And then... Whoa, I can't believe that worked. Okay. Dude. Come here. Okay. I got 2 here. That's all that matters. Don't jump off. Now, in this organic chicken farm of greatness, we will release them and breed them, which, of course, I don't have seeds right now for some reason. How are you supposed to... Alright, there we go. First experience using leads is complete. Do I have any seeds in here? Yes, I do. Alright, guys, get to doing what you do best. There we go. Do not... Okay, I thought they were going to have it outside of the fence somehow, and that would be bad. However, at this natural organic Catterbridge chicken farm ranch, we've got to collect the eggs and process them. So, what we're going to have to do is dig down into the ground here and go right under these little guys. And now we need to set up the cleaning plant for the eggs. So, we're just going to build a simple collection. Whoa. We are just going to be building a simple collection area. Alright, so now that this egg collection unit has been built, what we need to do is the unpurified eggs, and let me explain what I mean by unpurified. They need some materials removed from them first before we can put them somewhere else. So the unpurified eggs, which we are keeping for purposes of using them later, yes, are going to be sent over here. through this. Now, of course, there is a half and half chance of this happening, or about 50-50, because of the fact that this thing is constantly spending its time going this way for half of its travel and going the other way for half of its travel. So, all the time when it goes over here and there's an egg, it'll pop up over here, and every time that it goes this direction and there's an egg, it'll end up over here, right in the middle. So this is where all of the unpurified eggs will come up at. The actual eggs that are going to go through the purification process are going to be sent down through here. Okay, so for the cleansing process to actually institute itself, what we need to do is bring these all the way over here into a dispenser. And then, of course, as you can see, it's already working with 3 chickens, which is actually pretty surprising. The eggs go all the way into the dispenser. Now, we're going to build the actual egg purifier. And what this will do is it will cleanse the eggs so that they are more easily so that they are more easily able to be eaten. Yes, that's what I meant to say. So, we are going to need another hopper minecart for this, just because that's how it works. Alright, so what we had to do was we had to stack a couple of minecarts on top of each other. You just have to do that by putting one right there, putting one a block above it, and then breaking both of them, and they should fall on top of each other. Of course, they're hopper minecarts. Welcome to the worst Minecraft tutorial ever. And then what we actually have to do is we have to push the cauldron into it. I did not think about where did my piston freaking go. No, like, seriously, dude, where did my piston go? Then you put the piston there, and then you do that. There we go. So that's what you need in the middle for this egg cleanser. And then, of course, we're going to make very certain not to break any of this, because that would be absolutely horrible. So then, of course, we need to build up the tower a little bit, give it a little room, find a piston that was here the whole time. And then what do you need? Well, to first clean the eggs off, we need lava right there. And then all we need to do is just close this off. So there we go. That's the actual part where the eggs get cleaned. And now you might be wondering, where did the eggs go? The eggs go right here in this chest. So that's the actual part of that mechanism. However, we need to actually make sure that when stuff gets put inside of the dropper, it gets taken out of the dropper. And by taken out, I mean get shot. Because right now we just have 4 eggs in there. They're not really doing very much, obviously. So, what we can do to fix that, so whenever there's anything inside of this dropper, that clock will trigger, and then all we have to do is this. Or not. All we have to do is this. And then as you can hear, the eggs get shot into that little area, and then they get cleaned off and put right here. Alright, enough with the stupid act. Most of you have probably, or at least have some sort of idea of what I'm doing here. You've probably actually seen what I'm doing here before. Now, of course, the eggs are actually being stored in here, I think. I hope. No eggs have gotten put over here yet, so I don't exactly know what's going on with that. But yes, most of you probably have already spotted what I'm trying to do. First of all, this isn't even outside at all. This doesn't even look anything like outside if you just look up. It's literally just in the middle of a cave, but you can't really tell that from out here because you'll never really have to go inside with the chickens because chickens don't ever deserve to be out. Are you inside the fence still? Alright, there you go. once this is finished, you really should never even have to go out here, and you can't even tell. And also, this isn't outside either. This just looks sort of like outside. The walls are just made of dirt, so it kind of looks like it is. And down here, this down here, okay. So this is a little bit weird. But yes, this is technically an egg purifier. But as I was saying a lot earlier, chickens are the best source of food in this game right now. Not because of the fact that they have, you know, any more sort of, like, they don't give you any more food or any more saturation than anything else. But you can make it fully automatically. You can do this with melons and pumpkins and stuff and wheat, but it's not just automatically there sitting in the chest and it does like 3 full hearts and meat saturation. No. What this is actually doing is it's bringing eggs over here, and they're getting dispensed from this dispenser, but because of the fact that they're getting dispensed right into this cauldron with 2 hopper minecarts inside of it, some random guy on the internet, I'm not sure if this is the original person or not, but his name is Keth. It's like Qeth. I have absolutely no idea who this is, but apparently it's somebody that exists. And if he's the one that figured this out, then kudos to you, but if he's not, then I don't know who came up with this. But if you spawn a baby chicken inside of a cauldron, it's actually not even hitting the block right above it. However, wait. Alright, never mind. Okay, I thought there was a little problem there for a second, but there wasn't. Completely forgot that's inside of a cauldron. So if you spawn a baby chicken inside of a cauldron, its head is just barely not above the cauldron. So if it grows up, then it immediately gets put inside of the block above it, or it's sort of stuck in between 2 blocks, which means that the drops that it leaves behind will not get burned by the lava, but it will. So that means, yes, once upon a time, when I eventually have enough chickens in there, like 20 chickens or something, where they're producing enough eggs to as where this will spawn about a chicken a minute, we'll be getting infinite chicken from this. Infinite cooked chicken. Infinite meat, and nobody cares about feathers until the combat update. But infinite chickens. That's a lot of chickens, man. That's a lot of frickin' chickens. Don't you see chicken? Don't you see? That's a lot of chicken. So I'll come back when this is actually working. Now, of course, I will make this a sort of fancy entrance. I'll probably just mock the entrance that I use for my house. So I can sort of just go, like, open a chest and be like, and then it opens, and it's all fancy and stuff like that. But yeah. This is the Catterbridge super organic, natural, happy chicken farm, where they get stored inside of a blast furnace and die immediately upon growing up. So it's just beautiful, isn't it? Why are there no eggs getting put in here? Oh, apparently there was something in here that I don't know. Oh, I think I just heard the magical tune. A little baby chicken getting suffocated inside of lava. Yes! It works! I'm so happy that this actually works. I was not expecting that at all. At all. So yeah, credits to that guy I mentioned earlier. He's the one who figured out, or at least I assume. I don't actually know. But he's the guy who I clicked on first and found this way to automatically kill chickens. The rest of this, of course, is me. You know, the whole entire Catterbridge chicken organic farm of happiness has been funded by me and made by me and all that good stuff. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode, because it was probably really short and undermining to my other episodes because I don't have any time, man. And yeah, as I said before, it's getting really ridiculous these last few weeks of school because I have some projects and I have final exams and all that weird stuff, and then I have another set of final exams, and it's just stupid and weird and dumb, and I hate it, and it's so great, right? So anyway, I hope you enjoyed. I don't think there's going to be an episode next weekend, but, you know, I might put out a little few things here and there. So as we give our chickens one last batch of breeding of awesomeness, I will have to say goodbye. So bye.